Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're tuning in. Welcome to a mobile edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. You know the drill, guys and girls. I'm a retired New York City police detective, and if you like all things true crime related from the police detective's perspective, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you'll get all things DutyRon and Ed Wallace when he's back on U.S. soil, when we go live or upload another video. And coincidentally, Ed Wallace will be back from Kosovo this week. So I'm looking forward to Ed coming back and joining us. And I think his travel and all of his stuff should start slowing down. And we should have our great friend and my co-host, Ed Wallace, back on with us very soon. So thank you, everybody, for understanding. Ed's been out of the country for quite a bit since the first of the year, but he's got business to attend to. And he also had a family vacation in Osaka, Japan. So great to see everybody. Thunder Horse, hello, Dawn. Hi, Princess Michelle. Everybody is piling on in. It's great to see you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed last night's live stream with Melanie Little. You know, she's filling in as a co-host for Ed until he gets back into the swing of things. And she is puts such a great perspective from the attorney's standpoint. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And you know, you guys showing love for Melanie Little is greatly appreciated. Hello, Wendy from South Dakota. Good to see you. Hi, Lorna McKenzie. Hi, Nikki Bella. Ro is here, or is that Ray? I can't. Okay, there it is, Ray. Tara Ellis, great to see you. Thank you for that. Mel Mack says it was so great. I listened twice. Hey, listen, so I wanted to say a special thank you to, as I always do, the Patreon supporters, the channel members, all the folks who positively engage in this community, your replay viewers, the moderators, and everyone who subscribes and leaves a comment. You guys are great, and if you can take a moment right now, if you're here, to just hit the thumbs up, I greatly appreciate that. Blessed and highly favored, thank you for coming in from Louisiana. MMM Rhino Girl, good to see you from the Arab Emirates. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Lori Vallow, the trial of Lori Daybell Shallow Vallow. I like to call her Lori Shallow Vallow. The defense and the prosecution, shockingly yesterday, the prosecution and especially the defense, they rested. But the defense rested without even calling any witnesses, any of their expert witnesses. They just made a claim that the state failed to prove their case. Now, by a show of hands here in the chat, how many of you who have been following the Lori Shallow Vallow trial, how many were surprised that there was not a word? Now, the burden of proof is on the state. I get that, and I understand it. The defense doesn't have to say anything, but by not saying anything was shocking to me. Team Brittany says zombies don't qualify as witnesses. There you go. Team Brittany, you'll always get a good laugh out of me. And guys, I want to show you, this is the area where I had the skin cancer removed. It's right in the corner of my eye. I don't know if you guys could see it. I don't want to get too close, so I don't want to scare you guys. And then I have a big skin cancer on the back that was removed. So I'm waiting for the biopsies to come back, but it's pretty much confirmed. My dermatologist is batting 1,000, so it is what it is. Southwest 4x4 Explorers, I hope you're doing well. I hope your cast is off. It should be off by now. Sending you a lot of love, and I hope that you are recovering, my dear friend. So always great to see you. So don't worry, this is number 5 and number 6 on my back. I've had a whole host of things removed from my head, my nose, now my second part of my nose. This stuff sucks. Stay out of the sun. Stay out of the sun. Basal cell, squamous on my head. Thank God, no melanoma diagnoses, so I'm happy for that. But so by a show of hands here, how many of you guys were surprised that the defense had nothing to say? The defense just basically said, hey, the state did not prove their case, and they rested. Tonight, we're going to have GiGi McKelvey. She is a great law and crime network correspondent. She's been embedded inside the courtroom, not only in this case from Daybell, also embedded in the Alec Murdaugh trial. She was there for Murdaugh. She's from South Carolina. I'm going to play a little piece of GiGi's work from Law and Crime Network. She's going to join us tonight at 8:45 p.m. So GiGi, she has her own podcast, Pretty Lies and Alibis, on YouTube. I love her commentary. I've been speaking with her back and forth since the end of the Murdaugh trial. I've been wanting to get together with her and have her come on because I want to promote her YouTube channel and all of the great stuff that she's doing here. She's a mom and she's traveling from South Carolina to Idaho and covering this case. So I wanted to highlight some of her great work and have her on because I really love the way she covers this stuff. Thank you, Ron, says Southwest 4x4. Love, I'm on Blue Hearts. I'm on the mend in a boot and starting to put weight on it. Thank you. I think the defense resting like this is a tactic. Yeah, you would hope that is a tactic, right? So I got Josh in the green room behind the scenes. I want to play for you guys just in case people don't know who GiGi is. And her first name is Jennifer, but she goes by GiGi. I want to play a little bit of her work from Law and Crime. So this was from earlier today with Jesse Weber from Law and Crime. Josh, if you could just let that rip, let's play a little bit of GiGi's work. She was reporting from outside the courtroom today. Leo, thank you for becoming a member. Good to see you. All right, Josh. Hey, Polygraph, good to see you. Josh is just doing a little bit of maintenance behind the scenes there. We got the good old death circle going on. So Josh might be having a little bit of internet troubles, but I really did want to play some of her stuff for you guys so you guys know who she is. Judy says GiGi's awesome. This doesn't appear that it's going to be working out. The internet gods are fighting us here, but let's see.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber, and thanks for joining us. We are nearing the end of the trial for doomsday cult mom Lori Vallow Daybell out of Boise, Idaho. The state rested yesterday afternoon following 20 days of testimony, and shortly after, the defense rested their case, but without calling any witnesses. Now, as you know, the 49-year-old is charged in the deaths of her two children, 7-year-old J.J. Vallow, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, but she is also charged in connection to the death of her husband's first wife, Tammy Daybell. Her husband, Chad Daybell, faces similar charges. He's going to be tried at a later date. For now, a lot to break down, so we want to bring you up to speed on this trial and what's going to happen next. So who better to bring on than our very own, our eyes and our ears, Law and Crime's GiGi McKelvey. GiGi is live right now outside of the Ada County Courthouse. She's been doing excellent reporting for us. GiGi, we are coming to the end. Let's get into this. So it seems like the end of the trial does keep getting pushed back further and further away. Instead of having closings today, we are going to have them on Thursday, right?
That's right. Today, they're going to be having some conferences about jury instructions. I'm told a lot of this will be in chambers. So we're not expecting anything really today. I'll be up there just in case they go on the record, but the jury's off today. They will return tomorrow for closing. So that seems to be how the day is shaping up.
What do we expect from these closing arguments? Talk to me, GiGi, because when we've been analyzing this case, we have been saying there's certain things the prosecution needs to reiterate, needs to clarify for this jury in their closing. And for the defense, I think they have to, provide a path for this jury in terms of what they have been doing. They didn't call any witnesses during the course of their case. They merely cross-examined the state's witnesses. Walk me through what you expect to happen from both the prosecution and the defense in closing arguments on Thursday.
I think the prosecution's just got to bring it back home, and unfortunately, they're going to have to show this jury maybe one last time what happened to JJ, Tylee, and Tammy with photos to bring home the fact this is why we're here, these victims. I also think that for the defense, you know, their openings, if their closings are like the openings, that should be pretty short. Basically, Archibald in the opening said, hey, they've charged her with a lot of stuff. It's up to you to decide what she's guilty of, if anything. So tomorrow, I think the biggest thing maybe is just to say, where is the absolute proof that she killed her kids and conspired to kill Tammy Daybell? I think the biggest thing is going to be that hair on the duct tape that this jury's going to rely on to show she was there. So I'm very confident we're going to get maybe a quick verdict with this case, but I'm very interested in closings tomorrow. They were not lengthy for either side last time. I'm thinking the jury could get this by lunchtime.
Just to clarify, you mean the openings weren't that lengthy for either side. Do we have an idea of a time limit for the closing arguments?
We haven't heard of any time limit. I'm going to try to find that out this morning if anything is said. I'm also going to try to find out about any time limit on how long they can deliberate each day. I don't know if he's going to set a cutoff time or just kind of let them go, knowing the weekend's coming up. But Jesse, you and I were talking about this just a minute ago. How appropriate would it be for a conviction to come for Lori Vallow, for these precious kids, and Tammy the weekend of Mother's Day?
It would be symbolic for those who are seeking justice for these kids and believe that Lori Vallow Daybell killed her children. I do want to talk about the good news. There's very little good news in this case, but from our perspective, in an effort to be transparent, Judge Boyce has agreed to live stream the verdict. Were you surprised by that decision, considering there has been no video of this trial, no live streaming whatsoever? So were you surprised? And B, how do you expect that to play out?
I was very surprised, actually. I mean, this has all been done in secrecy for a while now, about 6 months. We really haven't seen much at all. And I think it's going to be interesting because there is no system in place for, once that verdict comes in, getting in the courtroom. It's a first come, first serve, no ticket system like we've been doing. So I'm going to have my cell phone at the ready in case something breaks out. But I think it's going to be a madhouse here with this verdict.
All right,
for
Josh, you can cut it
now for the general public.
Thank you for playing that, Josh. Yeah, so how symbolic would that be? And you know, I feel that these jurors, they want to get this right. So they're not going to rush it just because this weekend is Mother's Day. But I think if they have enough and they are all on the same page, how great would that be if they were given the case tomorrow on Thursday, they deliberated Thursday and into Friday, and before the end of business on Friday, come down with the verdict before Mother's Day? I mean, what a 1-2 whammy to Lori Vallow, and what a great thing that would be for Tammy Daybell, JJ, Tylee, and all the victims and all of the folks, Charles included, who came into contact with these evil, demonic monsters. And I call them demons myself because of their extreme beliefs, the extreme belief that they had to eliminate anybody that was in their way, anybody that was in their way of them having themselves to be together themselves. She didn't care. She didn't give any objections to eliminating her children, the Tylee and JJ. She didn't care about her husband, Charles. She didn't care about Tammy. All she wanted to do is be alone with Chad Daybell. If this was to come down the way I just talked to you guys about it, it would be so great. And I hope and pray that this jury or these jurors are all on the same page. But tonight at 8:45 p.m., GiGi from Pretty Lies and Alibis, Pretty Little Lies and Alibis. I know it's Pretty Lies and Alibis is her YouTube. I have it linked in the description of tonight's video. She's going to join us from Law and Crime Network. She's been doing such great reporting, not just only this trial, but look back at Gigi's work that she did with the Murdaugh case. She was there in the courtroom, outside the courtroom, reporting every day, giving us updates. So she's going to be live with us tonight, 8:45 p.m. She's 2 hours behind. And attorney Melanie Little, what a banging lineup. What an unbelievable lineup we're going to have. attorney Melanie Little, GiGi from Law and Crime. We're going to talk everything shallow, Vallow, and where we are today. By the time she comes up tonight, all the instructions and all the kinks are going to be worked out. I think as we speak right now, GiGi is tweeting on her Twitter account the play-by-plays from inside the courtroom. The judge is giving instructions and talking back and forth to the prosecution and the defense, and they're working out all of the little details, so to speak, and we're going to get into that. Ed is out of the country. Again, he's in Kosovo. So everybody who's been following us closely, I hear somebody in the chat. Who is that said, where's Ed? It went by so fast, I can't even find it. Tara says, girl power. There you go, girl power. Hey, Black Rose 11, good to see you. Team Brittany saying hello to everybody. I love when everybody's saying hi to each other. All right, so tonight, again, this is going to be linked. I want you guys to go over to DutyRon.com and put questions for the show. For the show tonight, questions for GiGi. So put hashtag GiGi in the chat or on DutyRon.com, hashtag Melanie. Keep it related to where we're at in this trial right now, and that is getting the jurors to go and deliberate on this case, to come back with what we hope to be guilty on all charges. Lori Shallow Vallow is her days of crime, her days of evil. We want to put her behind bars for the rest of her natural born life. She does not deserve to see the light of day again for the horror, the murders that she's allegedly have committed. We want them to come back with a just verdict, a verdict of guilty on all charges. So great to see everybody. I hope you guys will join us tonight, 8:45. We're going to have GiGi from Law and Crime. We're also going to have Melanie Little, attorney Melanie Little. Good to see you, ATS News. Thank you for joining, Amber. Always a pleasure. Let me say hello to a couple of people in the chat before I wrap it up. But you're going to be, when this live stream ends, you're going to be brought over to tonight's live. So if you guys can all thumb up this video right now, I greatly appreciate that. Somebody gifted 5 memberships. It's Team Brittany. She gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for doing that, Team Brittany, for gifting out the memberships. Lorraine, she says, I agree with you, DutyRon. Papa Smurf, the OG, is great to be here. Thank you for joining. Lorraine Lawrence, she says, agree with you, DutyRon. Cammie, good to see you. Hello, K. Lowe, Polygraph in the building. Thank you for joining. A lot of good friends here. KKLO, thank you for joining. So yeah, send in the questions for tonight. I think this show is going to be a dynamite because GiGi is going to give us her perspective. She's been inside that courtroom watching Lori Shallow Vallow every day, watching the jurors, watching the defense, watching the prosecutors. GiGi's been paying close attention. I've got a lot of questions for her. I hope you guys have questions for her that you might want to ask. Some of the mannerisms, the movements of Lori Vallow. I heard GiGi mention on a couple of her shows that Lori Vallow has actually made eye contact with her on a regular basis. And on a couple of occasions, Lori Shallow Vallow has actually mouthed hello to her, not knowing maybe that she is in there as a law and crime correspondent. She's maybe thinking that she might be part of the team. I don't know. But this is coming right from GiGi's mouth. So we're going to talk to her about that tonight. So get your questions, send them on over. Thank you, Team Brittany, for gifting those memberships. You are awesome. Let me know by a show of hands here who will be in the video tonight, who will be on the live stream. Put a 1 if you can make it. Put a 2 if it's out of your time zone, 8:45 p.m. I know I got a lot of people from all over the world. If you're going to be joining, put a 1. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit a 1, and you're going to be sent right over to tonight's live stream. After this one ends, it's going to bring you right over there. Make sure you immediately hit the thumbs up and hit the notification so you guys can get in. Tara's going to be there. Heather, Ashley, Team Brittany. Wow, look at all these people. Vicky, Cammie. It's going crazy. Shannon, Majori, Papa Smurf, Canadianness, Dawn Marie. Holy cannoli. Susie Blueski says it's number 2 for her. It's out of her time zone. 2 will be fast asleep, unfortunately, says MMM Rhino Girl. Polygraph, it's a number 2 for her as well. Jillian, number 2. So a couple of, hey, listen, there's always the replay. You guys can watch the replay. Don't worry about it. We got a lot of questions, you know, and we have an attorney tonight with us, Melanie Little. We can ask her thoughts. We're going to have Gigi from Law and Crime. I can't wait. It's going to be a great show. I hope you'll all be there. I just want to say this too, just for those of you who are wondering, Ed Wallace is going to be back from Kosovo next week, and he's going to be raring to go. We're going to catch up on a lot of things. There's a ton of the cases to talk about. We've been still, don't forget, we have the boys, Sincere and Classic, Orrin and Orson West. We still have that trial wrapping up, and they're giving lots of, you know, the defense has their expert testimony going on today from one of their experts. We're listening to that. I'm listening on and off all day long to that trial, and we're going to be covering it as best we can. All right, guys and girls, as I like to end all of these, I want to say thank you to you, the live chatters, the replay viewers, the moderators, the people who are subscribed, the folks who give the thumbs up, the folks who leave questions and comments. I love and respect you guys. I'm always going to be here for you. I know that you're always going to be here for us. We are a community, and we're strong when we're strong in numbers. So thank you to all 165,000 of you guys who are subscribed to Crime Time with DutyRon in this great community. Without you, we have nothing. So thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which is tonight, 8:45. Stand by for a message from the cop team. That is Kara, Oscar, and Popeye. We'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.